Counter-Strike lore is, I don't know, weird at best, right? Like, most games have very dedicated, very precise lore to follow. Whereas with Counter-Strike, it's just a little bit different. In typical Valve fashion, of course, Counter-Strike's lore is, well, how can I put this? Not concrete, right? It is scattered at best. And if you want to find the lore of Counter-Strike, you have to kind of search far and wide in between, kind of read between the lines, which is notoriously difficult for somebody like me, you know? Having ADHD or autism or both, I don't even know, I'm somewhere on the spectrum, but I kind of struggle to read between the lines sometimes, you know? And with Counter-Strike, it is very difficult. So for years, I didn't think Counter-Strike had really, I don't know, any lore, kind of. And I've been playing this game for almost 6,000 hours. So to my surprise, I was busy doing some research, creating content on, well, lore videos, right? And I came across something for Counter-Strike, a name, Valeria Jenner. And I was like, wait, is there any concrete names in Counter-Strike? And if so, does that mean there's more names, more prominent characters, more lore? Well, I did some digging and I'm gonna split this in between 3 videos, all powered by none other than Skin Club, so stick around, I'll talk more a little bit about them later. But for now, I'm gonna focus on Valeria Jenner and Felix Riley, the 2 heads of different but also the same coins. So stick around, stay tuned, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and let's get into it. Valeria Jenner entered Counter-Strike in 2015 during Operation Bloodhound. She wasn't introduced with a cinematic reveal, no dramatic cutscene, no long backstory, just a name and an idea. Valeria is identified as a leader within the Phoenix Connection, the same Phoenix faction that has existed in Counter-Strike since the early days. To most players, they are simply terrorists, but to her, they are something else entirely. Her ideology is simple, and it's written directly into the game itself. On the Scorched weapon skin released during Operation Bloodhound, the flavor text reads, "The Phoenix is not a symbol of destruction, it's a symbol of rebirth. Valeria Jenner, revolutionary." Well, that one line tells you everything, doesn't it? Valeria doesn't see Phoenix as like a terrorist organization. She sees it as a revolutionary movement. Fire to her is not the end, but rather a transformation. Collapse before renewal, destruction as a beginning type of thing. And beyond that, well, there's almost nothing. No confirmed nationality, no age, no origin story, no explanation of how she joined Phoenix, and no record of how she rose to leadership. Just ideology. Operation Bloodhound splits its story into 2 campaigns, the Marksman campaign from the CT perspective and the Revolutionary campaign from the Phoenix perspective. With that Revolutionary campaign, you can hear Valeria speaking.
Evil, criminal, terrorist. The reality is that I am none of these things. My name is Valeria Jenner and I am the voice of the Phoenix. And the Phoenix is the voice of freedom. It's said that you have talents that can be of use to the struggle. It's time for you to prove you have the skills you claim to have.
Her voice reinforces what the flavor text already tells us. This is belief, not chaos, for chaos' sake. Then in 2016, she appears again. Operation Wildfire. Counter-terrorist forces launches an assault on the Phoenix compound. The facility is destroyed, fire consumes everything. But Valeria survives. In the official Wildfire comic, she is shown being extracted after the explosion. The assault, well, it fails to end her story, but after that, silence. 4 operations followed, then the release of Counter-Strike 2. Years have passed, but no further appearances, no resolution, no confirmed fate. That silence is typical of Valve. Whether it's deliberate mystery or like abandoned narrative, it's impossible to say, but Valeria's story doesn't truly end. Because on the other side of her ideology stands someone who remembers. The polar opposite of Valeria Jenner, and yet in some ways almost the same. Felix Riley. But before we continue, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Skin Club. On Skin Club, you can open cases, do battles, and do upgrades to get the skins that you've always wanted. And if you don't want to open the cases on Skin Club itself, you can now create your very own cases with your very own skins and your very own chances. So head on over to Skin Club, use my link in the description and in the comment section down below to get a nice little bonus on your next top up. So head on over to Skin Club, and thank you so much Skin Club for sponsoring this video and the next two that comes after this. Let's get back to the video. Introduced in the same operation, not through a character model, not through a cinematic, but through a weapon flavor text, he is identified simply as Felix Riley, Commanding Officer. No nationality, no backstory, no unit designation, just rank and responsibility. His first confirmed appearance is on the USPS Overgrowth from a collection dropped in Operation Bloodhound. That description reads, "Look me in the eyes and tell me that standard issue. Felix Riley, Commanding Officer." It's controlled, measured, suspicious. It's like he's questioning something, or rather, someone. Then comes the line that connects him directly to Valeria. On the AUG Anodized Navy, the flavor text reads, "I already lost one man to Valeria's lies. I don't intend to lose anyone else. Felix Riley, Commanding Officer." That is the only emotional statement ever officially attributed to him. From that alone, we can confirm that he knows Valeria, he believes her ideology costs lives, and someone under his command was lost because of her influence. The game never clarifies whether that loss was death or defection. It never names the man, it never shows the event. My theory, of course, is that it is defection, but I have no way to substantiate it. It simply leaves the weight of it in that one sentence. And during Operation Bloodhound, players experienced two campaigns, like I said, the Marksman and the Revolutionary campaign. Valeria's ideology echoes through one, but Felix's resolve anchors through the other. After Bloodhound, his trail goes cold. No appearance in Operation Wildfire. No additional quotes, no agent skin, no continuation in later operations, and no mention in Counter-Strike 2. Just, yet again, silence. And that silence mirrors Valeria's. Two named figures, opposite sides, both introduced in 2015 and both left suspended in a war that never ends. Counter-Strike doesn't give us any final chapters, it kinda just gives us fragments. And for a brief moment in 2015, those fragments had names. Valeria Jenner, the Revolutionary, Felix Riley, the Commanding Officer. And then, the gunfire continued. So Counter-Strike doesn't give us exact lore like most other games. It gives us kind of fragments to piece together ourselves, and it somewhat stopped at some point, but we still have a few very important names to cover, and that's what we're gonna do in the next video. Names like Chase Turner, names like Booth, names like Imogen. Those are very important people in the Counter-Strike universe, so stick around, stay tuned, subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.